What is going on, guys? Wildman here. You can call me Willie. Welcome back to the road to the... Wait, what? No. No, Jerry told me yesterday. It's not the road... What are we doing then? Nuketown? We're doing Nuketown? I fucking told you. God damn it, you son of a bitch. I fucking told you I didn't want... What's up, guys? Wildman here. You can call me Willie. Welcome back. If you're brand new to my channel, first of all, that was a joke. If you didn't think that was a joke, you might want to leave. Maybe. I'm not going to judge you. Go ahead and leave one of those fancy little likes before you leave, though. I'm just kidding, guys. In all honesty, this is a Nuketown 24/7 gameplay that I got this past weekend. And I was actually really pleased with it. I went pretty ham on these beasts. I can't remember the final score. 5 caps, 3 defends, that fun stuff. I'm going to point out a few things throughout the gameplay that I was pretty pleased with. Some things that you guys can learn from. Otherwise, I kind of just wanted to do a regular commentary. It's going to be a little long-winded because, well, this is a long game. I think it's like 15 minutes. You guys can see because it's sitting down there at the bottom. Anyways, kind of wanted to talk about... and before I get into things, first of all, I have a short attention span. I'm ADD in my own mind, so if I forget something, I may not get back to it. Just deal with it. Just go with it. You're along for the ride. No, but what I did want to talk about most of all in this commentary is being productive and how to multitask certain things. God, I wanted that 2-piece right there. Stupid butthole sitting on the stairs. But being productive, managing multiple tasks, and how to really go about doing that. So, first of all, in case you guys didn't know, I have a cat on my lap. That's not what you guys didn't know. You guys probably didn't know that. I went to school for architecture. I got a degree with bachelor's of science in architecture. Essentially what that means is anybody who's not in university for European subscribers or going to college, a bachelor's of science in architecture specifically means that it's very architecture related. You can get a bachelor's of arts in science, and what that does is that essentially gives you more of a design degree. I'm on the track to becoming a certified architect, but I do need to get a master's degree, which is 2 to 3 more years outside of college. It's really specific. If you guys want me to talk more about that kind of stuff, let me know. Either way, oh God, I was so proud of this. This is the first test, or the first thing that I wanted to show you guys about this. I wanted that care package because it was dogs. I wanted to release the Cujo on the world of Nuketown, and you don't do it right away. Just, if you guys watch how long I take before I let these go. So if you look up at the top, I have 41 seconds, 40 seconds, 39. Hopefully I timed the audio to the right point, but I have like half a minute before I need to actually... before we can actually start capping. So what's the point? Why would I release the dogs now? It's going to get me plenty of kills, but they don't add up to any kill streaks. So just hold off, you wait, and then the second that the HQ goes online is when you want to release the dogs. I think I get like 12 kills. Sorry to ruin it, but you only see a little dog counter in the left-hand corner, so what's the real point? So I don't really care. Either way, so I went to school for architecture. One of the things you guys want to know about that degree is that it's very focused on multitasking, getting certain tasks done, and being very focused. That's kind of the basics of architecture. People always think, do you need to know a lot of math? Do you need to know a lot about design and things like that? You need to have a really high level of design, I guess. I guess a conceptual knowledge of how to design things, but you don't really need to know that much math. You're going to learn it along the way. You just figure out the basics. And once you get into college, you really learn more things. First of all, point this out. I'm dead. Watch how many more dog kills I get, which means I am dead. I am out of this match for this round of the HQ until it's destroyed, and I'm still getting kills. I'm still defending it. That's why you guys want that. And then the second that I get back in, once they destroy it, the entire other team unloads all of their kill streaks. Wait. So I don't even care if I get deaths. This is just for fun. I'm not going for high KD. What's the point? The point is that I capture the HQ, right? Anyways, so you don't need to know a lot of math for architecture, but you need to be able to think laterally. Now, when I say laterally, you need to be able to put it this way. If you think forwards and backwards, you're thinking about what has happened and then where you want to go, correct? So let's say you work for McDonald's, for instance, you work at McDonald's. All you're thinking is being on that line. You have a burger coming in. How have I done it in the past? How do I get it done? And that's it. It's a one-track thinking, just doing one thing. In architecture, you need to think laterally, which means you think about what the engineer is going to do, who's doing the structural document, so making sure the building stays up. You're thinking about how much all of your other designers are putting into the work. You're thinking about so many different people's tasks because as an architect, you essentially manage the project. It's your responsibility, the whole thing. So with that said, I kind of had this background in learn how to shoot, Willie, God. In really how to multitask at a bunch of different things. So for instance, right now I'm going through, as you guys know, a bunch of different graphic things for people. So I'm doing Minnesota Burns. I'm actually going to be filming his today. So I guess yesterday I filmed this, hopefully. So not only am I doing that, but I'm working on a few projects for Eric the Aviator right now. And a lot of you guys saw that in his live stream that I'm working on an introduction for him and some few other projects. But I know that I'm at the point now with that project where I need to take a step back, think about what I'm doing, and as I'm thinking about what I'm doing, I should already have the basics down for what I'm going to do for Minnesota Burns. So with that said, I know that I can film Minnesota Burns and spend my entire time filming that, and I'm doing an in real life thing. I can spend the time filming that while in my mind I'm thinking about what I'm going to do for the Aviator. So what this means is you need to take a step back. If you guys have a ton of projects on your plate and you're like, how the hell do I manage to do all of this stuff? I need to apply for college. I need to take the SATs, the ACTs. That's a U.S. system for getting into college, depending on where you are. I don't know what you guys have to take. I have to take the GREs. It's like a general entrance exam for college. But I think I missed one of the last things for this video, what I wanted to kind of show you. It might come up again. I'll point it out in a second. So what it comes down to is if you're managing all of these different tasks, trying to figure out, there's a cat right next to the mic, so if you guys hear something, I'm sorry. Come on. So if you guys are trying to manage a bunch of different tasks, spend a lot of time thinking, developing a thought in your mind on what you're going to do. Because what happens then is you get into production phase and you can just do it. So if you spend the time studying for all of these tests that are going to be coming up this school year, all the different, oh God, get owned, Willie. If you're going to be studying for different exams, doing reports, things like that, let's put an example up there. Let's say you have a big midterm project for one class. Oh God, I wanted all of this. 1, 2, 3, and then there's somebody laying down and I missed him. This is it's such a noob move on my part. I had to watch this thing like 4 times to find that guy sitting there. Anyways, I digress. So spend the time researching, thinking, getting all of those things done. So by the time it takes you to like sit down and write that paper, you're not going, oh sweet mother of God, I have to study for this test. Which one do I let slip? And that is the biggest thing that, God, this guy just never learns, does he? That is one of the biggest things that you guys are going to need to learn going through school, going through college, is prioritize the most important projects that you have to do and spend the time thinking about them so that when you have to do them, you're ready to go. I know it seems obvious, but it takes a long time to learn this. It really does. It's tough. And to put it into practice, to actually start doing it, what's that dude doing? To actually start doing it takes a long time. There's another thing that one of my professors taught me. I think this is the one that I wanted to show you. So lay down right here, specifically on Nuketown, look underneath that truck and you'll always see their feet coming. It's a really simple thing, so I know a person died right there, and then look at that quad feed. Dirty. Anyways. So, one of my professors told me once that if you have a project that you have to get done, and you say, it's going to take me 2 hours to do it, so a report for school. It's going to take you 2 hours to get this done. You times that by 2 and you add 10. So if you think it's going to take 20 minutes, times it by 2 and add 10 of the original number. So let's say I think it's going to take me 10, or I guess not the original number, but whatever increment it is, hours, minutes, whatever. So if I think a project is going to take me 2 hours to complete, and I've said this in college, so I know that this, generally speaking, works. If you think it's going to take you 2 hours, it's really going to take you 4 plus 10. It's going to take you 14 hours to do. And that is so accurate. You guys need to learn to allocate time. I get bum rushed by this buttfucker. You need to learn to allocate the right amount of time to certain projects and plan it out. Write things down. Write out lists. I have this, if you saw one of my vlogs where you can see my wall, that was me knocking on it. If you can see it, that's actually a chalkboard wall, and I wanted to do that because that way I can write projects down that I'm working on. And it doesn't change. Once you get out of college, even when you're in the working field and you think, oh, I work 9 to 5. When I get done at 5 o'clock, I don't have to do anything. Sometimes that's true, but a lot of times it's not. You're constantly thinking about what you want to do, especially if you're in a job that you love. And currently I'm not in a job that I love, but that's why I'm doing this. So that's why I have these lists. Get pwned, boy. God. 2 failed tomahawk attempts, whatever. So it's important to look at it and say, I need to write things down, make lists, and have it a continuous list. Get things done. Work on them. Do what you need to do to... what am I... See? Let's take some Red Bull. That'll help. Take the time to think about what you need to do. Know that it's going to take a longer period of time than you're ever going to expect. Times 2, add by 10. Times 2, add 10. That's what it is. And one of the last things I want to say is collaborate with others. It's so huge that you ask your peers, your friends, people in your classes, what they're doing, and use that as ideas. It helps. Everything helps. I had a professor tell me that you are never going to be original. Everything you do in your architectural career is not original. Sorry to say that. If you expected it, don't. And it's not meant to be rude. It really isn't. It just means you're taking something from somebody else. Not plagiarizing. You're not stealing. But you're learning from other things that people have done. And because of that, you aren't going to be original. And if you're willing to accept that fact and just say, I want to learn from what my peers are doing, from what people in the past have done, and take the time to really make it my own. Look at this little waltz we had there. If you take the time to let it be your own, you'll succeed. And that's what it takes, guys. I hope that was informative. I hope this is a good introduction for the people who are new to my channel. Give a like, favorite, comment. I like comments. I'm not getting much, so go down there, throw a comment in there, say what you think I should do different, what you guys kind of expect out of my channel. But 78-37 gameplay, 5 caps, 2 defends. I don't care that I had 37 deaths, because without me in this game, the team would have lost. But guys, that's been me. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I will see you guys in the next game. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.